Good morning, class. Let's start our day giving thanks to the presence of our Almighty Father. Please all stand, and may I request Jessa to kindly lead a prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Once again, good morning, class. How are you this morning? Wow, that's great. It's nice to hear that you are all doing well this morning. And I can see that you are all full of grace from your lovely and handsome faces. But before you will take your seats, please pick up some pieces of papers and arrange your chairs properly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much. You may now take your seats. Well, are there any absentees for today's meeting? That's fantastic. All of you are present this morning. So before we will begin our new topic for this morning, can I ask someone to tell me or recall what have we discussed last meeting? Yes, May. Okay, thank you so much, May. Very good. So last meeting we discussed about how we should use the correct sound of English during a speech delivery. Can someone tell me why is it important to study the correct sound of English? Indeed, it is very important for us to be mindful of the different words in English to become better communicators, and so that we will not mispronounce words when we are making our speech delivery in a crowd. And I hope you have known already how to use it, and just continue learning on it, class, the proper pronunciation of English words. Am I clear, class? Fantastic. But before we will tackle and discover another lesson for today, please get ready, for we will be having first a very short activity that would positively enhance your vocabularies. And this activity is entitled Give Me My Synonym. So here are the mechanics. Okay, so I will be calling names randomly, and I have here 5 cards with me, and these cards are composed of different words. This is just a very simple words class. Now number 3, whoever will be called will choose a number from 1 to 5, and after choosing a number, I will give you the word, and you have to give me its synonym. So number 1. I guess we can now start, and I guess you are now ready for the activity. So number 1, can I call Diana? Pick a number from 1 to 5. Okay, so you have number 3. So number 3, the word in number 3 is the word verifiable. Now I want to ask you a synonym of the word verifiable. Okay, so excellent. So when we say verifiable, it means fact or factual. Can we give Diana a firework clap, class? Did you know how to do it? Okay, let me teach you how to do the fireworks clap. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, everybody please stand and let's give Diana the firework clap. Very good. Thank you so much, everyone. So for the second one, can I call Mike? Pick a number from 1 to 5. Okay, so you pick number 1. So, the word in number 1 is the word utilize. Now, can you give me a word that have the same definition as the word utilize? Alright, so utilize can also be usage. So can we all stand and give Mike a firework clap again? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, next for the third one, can I call Maricel? Pick a number from 1 to 5. Okay, so you choose number 4. So the word in number 4 is the word reality. Now, can you give me a synonym of the word reality? Okay, precisely. A synonym of reality is a word correct. Let's all stand and again to give Maricel a firework clap. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, thank you so much, class. Let's proceed to number 4. Can I call Ruel? Pick a number from 1 to 5. Okay, you have chose the word number 2. So the word number 2 is the word gesture. Now, can you give me a synonym of the word gesture? Okay, fantastic. Gesture class can also means signals. Now let's give Ruel another type of clap. Did you know how to do the fantastic clap? You didn't know how to do it? Okay, it goes like this, class. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Okay, can you repeat it and do it for Ruel, the fantastic clap? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Very good. Thank you so much, everyone. Now for the last number, can I call? Yes, Leo. Okay, so you only have one number left, and this number contains the word judgment. Now, can you give me a synonym of the word judgment? Very good, thank you so much. So for the last number, judgment, you can the synonym of the word judgment is an opinion. Very good. So let's all stand and give Leo a fantastic clap. Once again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. And for everyone's participation, let's give a loud firework clap. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, please take your seat. Okay, so the synonym of the words that I have given to you a while ago, class, will take parts in our discussion for this morning. Can you tell me what have you observed from the words of our activity? Very good. So bear with me this morning, since we will not only be dealing about facts and opinions, but we will be tackling about this one. Okay, so please everybody read. Very good. So we will be talking about opinion marking signals. Please listen carefully, for at the end of the lesson, you are expected to attain our lesson objectives. Everybody read. Alright, thank you so much, class. So now I will be showing you a 3-minute video clip from YouTube, and you must not only watch this video, but you should understand what it is all about. I will be giving you guide questions, and afterwards we will answer these guide questions that I will be giving to you. So first, how the waiter in the video approaches the customer. Second, what are the 2 places they are talking all about? Third, what is their main topic? Fourth, how do the customers' opinions differentiate the waiters of London and the waiters in New York? And fifth, in your opinion, how would you describe the waiter? So the video clip is here, class.
So, when will you be coming back to New York, Carrie?
Oh, I don't know. Hi guys, is everything okay?
Yes, it's delicious, thank you.
That's great. New York waiters never leave you alone. I really don't like all this, hi guys, is everything okay stuff.
What, you mean waiters aren't friendly in London? Oh, they're very friendly.
Yes, they're friendly, but not too friendly. They don't bother you all the time. Can I get you anything else? More drinks maybe?
No, thanks, we're fine.
Fantastic. See what I mean? Personally, I think people in London are a lot more easygoing. London's just not as hectic as New York.
Sure, we all like peace and quiet, but in my opinion, New York is possibly, well, no, is definitely the greatest city in the world. Don't you agree?
To be honest, I definitely prefer London.
Well, come on, Rob. You've lived in both. What do you think?
Oh, well, I have to say, London's very special. It's more relaxed. It's got great parks and you can cycle everywhere. It's dangerous to cycle in New York.
Why would you cycle when you can drive a car?
You can't be serious.
Okay, I agree. London has its own peculiar charm. But if you ask me, nothing compares with a city like New York. The whole world is here.
But that's the problem. It's too big. There are too many people. Everybody's so stressed out, and nobody has any time for you.
I don't think that's right, Carrie. New Yorkers are very friendly.
Oh, sure, they can sound friendly with all that have a nice day stuff, but I always think it's a little bit fake.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll just have to take this. Hello? Yes? You're who? Taxi driver. What did she leave? A cell phone. Right, okay. Yes, we're still at the restaurant. See you in about 5 minutes.
Alright, so now let's go back and let us answer the guide questions I have gave to you a while ago. So who can answer number 1? So, how the waiter in the video approaches the customer. Very good, so the waiter is very friendly and cheerful to the customer. Indeed, how about number 2? Yes, Diana? Number 2 question is, what are the 2 places they are talking all about? So the 2 places that the customers are talking all about were London and New York. Very good, Diana. How about number 3? Yes, John. Okay, so the question for number 3, what is their main topic? So precisely the main topic that they are talking was the difference and how the waiters in London and New York differ from each other. Okay, number 4. Yes, Michaela? Okay, so the question is, in number 4 is, how did the customers' opinions differentiate the waiters of London and the waiters of New York? Excellent. Yes, the customers differentiate the waiters in New York as not like the waiters in London, who are very active, who are friendly and cheerful. How about the last number, for number 5? In your opinion, how would you describe the waiter? Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So very well said. So since the customers are just giving their opinions, we can think that this is just a way on how they describe the waiters in London, and we listeners cannot tell that it is true since we are not experiencing being there in London and New York. Thank you so much everyone for your excellent answers. I believe that all of you really understand what was the video clip all about. Let us all stand and give each other a fantastic clap. Okay? In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. So class, I have here 5 sentences which are parts and related on the video that you watched a while ago. So, number 1. Wait for a while. Okay. So we have number 1. In my opinion, New York is one of the greatest cities in the world. Number 2, I think people in London are not easygoing. Number 3, I have to say London is very special. And number 4, New York is the city. And number 5, London is the smallest city in England. Alright, so but based on the sentences given, what have you observed from these 5 sentences? Yes, Laika. Excellent, you've got it. Some sentences which are just opinion, and there are also some sentences which are fact. Okay, so before we will identify the different marking signals, let's define first the two terms, or let's define first what is fact and opinion. What are their differences? Now, what are fact? Can someone tell me what are fact? Yes, Ria. Indeed, in other words, facts are true and correct. No matter what will happen, since it will always rely on proof. And that is what we call as a fact, or the correct sentences or words. Okay, for example of fact, here are some statements that are fact. I have here 3 examples for fact. Okay, so number 1, there are 365 days in a year. Number 2, Manila is the capital of the Philippines. Number 3, the sun is the center of the solar system. So all these statements, class, are true, proven, and are consistent. So we can say that these are facts, no, not an opinion. Okay, so next, let's define what is an opinion. Can someone tell me, can give me a definition of what is an opinion? Yes, Declan. Precisely. So when we say opinion, these are just the people's judgment based on their ideas. No, don't have any evidence, and can sometimes be a description in their surrounding. Now here are the example sentences of opinions. Number 1, chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla ice cream. Number 2, Kim Joo is the most beautiful celebrity. Number 3, eggplant is not healthy for the body. So all these sentences are just based on someone's opinion or someone's judgment of something. These are not proven and are not consistent. Thus, we can say that these are opinion statements. Am I right? Okay, very good. Now let's identify facts and opinions with the following sentences. Next. So I have prepared 4 sentences, and we have to identify which sentences are the facts and which sentences are the opinions. Okay, am I clear? Alright, so number 1, the sun is a star. Number 2, I think the best performer that we watch are the best. Number 3, COVID-19 is life-threatening. And number 4, Christmas in the time of pandemic is the worst Christmas ever. Now class, where are the fact sentences here in these sentences? So yes, precisely, we have number 1 and number 3. So number 1 and number 3 are fact. The sun is a star, and number 3, COVID-19 is life-threatening. So we cannot argue with that because that can be proven by science, while numbers 2 and 4 are definitely opinions. How can we say so that 2 and 4 are opinions? Next slide. Okay, so 2 and 4, number 2, I think the best performers that we watch are the best Christmas in the time of pandemic, the worst Christmas Eve. Okay, so how can we say so? Can someone tell me, how can we say so that these sentences are opinions? Very good. Yes, you have the idea. The second sentence is only based on someone's reference and the idea of how the participants perform, not proven or not tested by everyone. On the other hand, the second statement, we can say that it could be true to some, especially those who have families and relatives affected by COVID-19, who lost their jobs and etc. But it doesn't mean that everyone feels the same during their Christmas Eve, because there are also people who think positively despite of pandemic. Now, those underlined words that what we are called as the opinion marking signals. Okay, now let's define what is opinion marking signals and what is its significance in our lives as students and as individuals in this society. Okay, can someone please read the definition of opinion marking signals? Yes, Dan. Thank you so much. So when we say opinion marking signals, class, these are the words and phrases that we use to help us better express and share our ideas and our opinions as well. Now let's determine the list of opinion marking signals. We have the opinion clues, which will help us to identify statements in expressing opinion, and we also have the introductory words or phrases for us to easily create the statement or the sentences with the use of opinion marking signals. So here are the qualifiers of opinion marking signals. First, we have the qualifiers of quantity. So the words belongs to the qualifier of quantity. We have the most, some, all, and none. You can use that one when you are making an opinion. Okay. We also have the qualifiers of time. We have the occasionally, sometimes, now, again, usually, always, and never. Next, we also have the qualifiers of certainty. We have the I guess, I think, I know, I am, and absolutely uncertain. And the qualifiers of relative quality, we have good, better, worst, finest, nicest, sharpest, heaviest, and the biggest. So aside from that, class, we also have the descriptive adjectives. So these descriptive adjectives, you can also use these words when you are making a statement or opinion. You can use, you have the beautiful or ugly, you have delicious or disgusting, you have enjoyable or horrible, you have inferior or superior, you have smart or foolish. We also have, as I have earlier, we also have the introductory words or phrases. So can someone read the introductory words? Yes, Anna, please read. Alright, thank you so much. So, for the introductory words, we have very good. We have, I think, or I suppose, it is my belief. If I am mistaken, I believe, in my opinion, as far as I understand, based on what I know and from my point of view, are you familiar with these words, introductory phrases, class? Well, that's great. That's great. It's nice to hear that you are familiar with this, because when you are giving opinion to someone, you are always using these opinion marking signals because you are not sure if what you are talking is true or fact. Okay, so here are some examples of the words with the use of the opinion marking signals that I am giving to you a while ago. So number one, Philippine dishes are very delicious. Okay, so someone can tell us that Philippine dishes are very delicious, but there are also some people who will say that they didn't like the dishes of the Filipinas. No? So these are just an opinion. And they use the opinion marking signal that they are using is the word delicious. Okay, number two. I think most students did not like online classes. So from the words itself, I think. So this is very obvious that this is just an opinion of someone. Okay, so number three, in my opinion, our president is the most outstanding president in the whole world. So the opinion marking signals that has been used in this statement is the word in my opinion. Very good. So number four, can someone please read and give me what is the opinion marking signals that has been used in this statement? Yes. Yes, Rhea, you are. Okay, so very good. So we have the phrase I prefer, or the introductory phrase I prefer. So it is an opinion. And for the last number, can I call on Christine? Yes, okay, Christine, thank you so much. So it uses the clues better. It is better to live in Cebu than in Manila. But some people also will love to live in Manila more than in Cebu. But those are just an opinion of someone. Okay, so did you understand what I am discussing to you, class? Alright, that's great. So can we give everyone a fiery clap? Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, thank you so much. You may now take your seats. Just take note of the different qualifiers of opinion clues. And if you can see that those introductory words and phrases are in the statements that are opinion. We should also be careful because sometimes, class, there are some statements which contains fact but are still considered as opinions. So let's be careful with those words now. So I can give you an example of the statements wherein there are some phrases of fact but it is still considered as opinion. So this one. I totally agree that papaya aids digestion because it is high in fiber. So the underlined statement here is that, or the underlined clause here is a fact. It is based on fact, but the entire sentence says is opinion just because of the introductory words, which is I totally agree. So it simply means that he or she is the only one who agree that papaya aids digestion because it is high in fiber. But if it doesn't have the introductory words, I totally agree, this is a fact statement. Okay, did you understand my point? Excellent. Okay, so I have here a second example. Everyone will agree that Catriona Gray won the Miss Universe crown 2018 because she is the most beautiful among the contestants. So where do you think is the fact phrase in this statement? Very good. We have the underlined phrase. Catriona Gray won the Miss Universe crown 2018. Indeed, she won, right? But this is an opinion because of the introductory word everyone will agree and the most beautiful, which signifies opinion. Remember, class, that good opinions are based on fact but they are still opinions. Did you get it, class? Excellent. And now let's proceed to our final activity for today. Everyone, please read. Alright, thank you so much. So, all you have to do is within a group create at least 4 sentences based on your opinions about pandemic with the use of quantifier clues. So for group 1, you have the quantifier of quantity, and for the group 2, you have the quantifier of time, and for the group 3, you are assigned to make sentences about using the quantifier of certainty, and for the group 4, you are assigned for the quantifier of relative quality, and for the group 5, you are assigned to make sentences with the use of the descriptive adjectives. So do you have any questions and clarifications before we will begin the activity? Alright, you may now start your activity within 5 minutes. Okay, time's up. Can I ask everyone to please present your outputs? Very good, group 1. Let's give them a fantastic clap. How about the group 2? Very well said. Group 2, let us give them the fire clap. Next, group 3. Excellent. Let's give them the fantastic clap again. For group 4. Alright, that's great again, class. A fantastic clap for group 4. So for the last group, we have the group 5. Fantastic. Let's give them the fire clap, class. Good job, everyone. Well, I can really see from your outputs that some of the words you have been used in writing are very rare, and you really applied such opinion marking signals. It's all fantastic, class. All your answers are correct, so please all stand and give each other the fantastic clap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Okay, so do you have any questions and clarifications regarding our topic before we will proceed to our quiz this morning? Okay, so hearing none, I'll assume that you already understand our discussion and you are eager to take the quiz this morning. But before that one, can I ask this question to you, class? Since we are talking about signals, are you using the right signals in your daily lives, especially when you are driving any vehicles, to be more familiar to you? Well, that's great, Michael. But why do we need to value and use those signals? Of course, for us to make sure our safety, for us to make sure that the others are also safety, and to avoid accident which can cause us to death. Thus, we should always use proper signals, even in our even in writing words, even in writing sentences, and even in writing our opinions. Now, please prepare one whole sheet of paper in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, please read the instruction for the quiz. All right, thank you so much. So, the instruction will be: underline twice the opinion marking signals used in the sentence and encircle the clause if ever there is a fact within the sentence. So, you have here 10 sentences to answer. And I will be giving you 5 minutes for this quiz, and your timer starts now. Alright, so since you did a great job in your quiz, let's all stand and give ourselves a favorite clap, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom! Okay, please take your seats. And before we will end our class this morning, take notes of your assignments, okay? So for your assignment, I will be the one to read the instruction. In a whole sheet of paper, write 5 sentences based on your opinions about this 2022 election. In each sentence, don't forget to use opinion marking signals, or the clue words for opinion marking signals. So, is the instruction for your assignment clear, class? Okay, thank you so much. And I would like to tell you that you are going to submit your assignment next meeting. So to end our class this morning, please all stand for a prayer. Okay, if Jesus in our hearts, forever, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Let's call it a day, everyone. Goodbye and have a great day ahead.